Hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of this series. I need a name for it. So today I'm going to be sharing a little bit of my story of growing up Amish. A little bit of my journey. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. That'll come later. But I need practice in telling my story. I'm practicing telling it more, but I still have a long ways to go. As far as like which parts do I tell, what do I leave out, what do I say, what's important, what is my story. So I'm just gonna practice on you, and we'll see what I say. I'm not sure what I'll say, but it'll be good. It'll be good. Um, so yeah, I was born on May 4th, 1997. Um, in a little log cabin in Libby, Montana. So that's the very northwest corner of Montana. It's about 2 hours from Canada, an hour from Idaho. We lived in a little mountain valley, very secluded, very cold in the winters, beautiful, gorgeous in the summers. Um, yeah, my mom and dad were both very conservative Amish. My mom's dad, so my grandpa, started the Amish community that I was raised at. And my mom and dad married young. They were 21, 22 when they married, and they had me a few years later. So I was raised in a conservative-ish Amish community. As I grew older, we progressed out of a lot of the old traditions. So we got vehicles, we got electricity when I was around 5 years old. We graduated from homemade clothes to store-bought clothes somewhere when I was around that age as well. Just to give you an idea of the timeline of I don't even know what Amish is anymore. But so I went to a private little one room schoolhouse. There was about 20 kids each year. They were all cousins. So there was about a dozen to 15 families, both my mom's side and my dad's side, living in the community together. So I was super fortunate to have both sets of my grandparents, my mom's and my dad's parents, living in the same community. So I grew up within 2 miles from both sets of my grandparents, which is just ridiculously amazing. The community did life together. We did a lot of life together. We helped each other out. We would have fun together. We'd work together, play together, go to church together. Just had a lot of fun. Yeah, So I'm the oldest of 6 kids now, 4 brothers, and 1 sister. So we lived in Montana up until I was 14, I believe. 14? Yeah. Then we felt God call us out of that season, and follow Him. So we moved to Kansas City, Missouri, to go to a church there called IHOP, the International House of Prayer. We kind of went to the school and attended the church there, so that was off and on for 2 years, about 2 years. And then in September of 2012, we moved out here to Redding, California. The whole family. There were 5 kids at that time, and mom and dad, and we moved out here. We have some other family living in the area as well, on my dad's side. But yeah, so I went to public high school here. So I transitioned from like 20 kids in a one-room schoolhouse with my cousins to 1,200 kids that I didn't know, and that was a huge culture shock for me. And it took me a long time to adjust to this culture, coming out of the Amish, very small world, very limited knowledge of the world, really. And to come into that high school environment, public high school environment, was crazy. But I made it through, thankfully. Yeah. And when I was around 17, 18, I really got on this journey of personal development, personal growth. I was reading tons of books, listening to tons of podcasts. Big shout out to Dale Partridge for his influence on my journey. He really impacted me. If you don't know who he is, look him up. Dale Partridge. He's amazing. When I was 18, 19, so around 2 years ago, I got into kind of emotional health. I discovered a podcast called The Liberation Project by Justin Stumble and Blair Reynolds. It's amazing, but it's about masculinity, about freedom, about wholeness. So I really started diving into issues of the heart, and really, healing lots of wounds from the past. And the summer of 2017, I joined a local men's group called Men Alive here. It's just about becoming fully alive in who you are, getting vulnerable with other men. So that was massive. And then then I started school at BSSM here, the Bethel School of Supernatural Ministry, last fall, and it's been amazing. Transformed my life. I really have gained a foundation of knowing who I am. Have grown in using my voice and expressing myself, and just really fully walking in who I am and being comfortable in my own skin and loving it. So that's kind of my journey in a 5-10 minute nutshell. I definitely left some parts out, but this is good. It's good practice for me to put myself out there and to start sharing my story. I'm going to be doing that a lot more, so look forward to that. I don't know exactly when, but it'll be good. It'll be vulnerable. I'm slightly scared, but it's going to be good because, yeah, I'm learning how to believe in my story, how to really trust it, and it's a beautiful thing. Something that I'm figuring out as I go. So that's about all I have for today. Yeah, can't think of anything else to say. So, you guys are awesome. I am Japheth Mast, and this is a movement for authenticity. Until next time.